Okay. Hey, everybody. Let me move my notes over so I can actually see them. Okay. All right. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Sam. I'm the creator of D&D Newbie Sessions, and I'm hosting this live stream today to celebrate a major milestone for our community. Milestone that was not expected at all, never planned for, it just kind of happened. But we have hit over 5,000 people in the Discord server. I mean, essentially 5,000 people have joined our community, which is just unbelievable. So we're here to celebrate that. And I do want to say, too, that uh, you know, 5,000 people is amazing, but it is also just a number. And what this stream is really going to be about is focusing on what, you know, the individuals in our community that actually make our community as amazing as it is. Because it's not really about the number, it's about who's here. And somehow we have gotten a bunch of people in the same place that are all amazing, running games, volunteering their time, and that is what we're going to talk about today. Now, I don't have anything else I'm going to really share on my screen, so I'm just going to kind of talk for a little bit, share a story and stuff. And then towards the end of this, too, we'll get into the actual free giveaway. I can answer any questions towards the end. I won't really be looking at Discord in the Twitch chat during this, but I will at the end. So if you have something specific you want to say or question or something, please save that towards the end. Oh, and as a reminder from Discord as well, this shouldn't take too long. I think it's probably about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. So, how did we get here? How did this all begin? Originally, I started playing 5th edition in 2015, just playing with some friends, having a good time. When I first played it, a friend was the DM, and I started playing, and I was just blown away. I couldn't believe I hadn't been playing this my whole life. It's absolutely such an amazing game. And I got really excited, went home, started buying all the stuff, and then launched my own campaign with a lot of the same friends. We ran Minds of Fandelver, quickly kind of went off the rails and became kind of a custom homebrew situation. But, and many of you are probably familiar with this, eventually, we were all adults and we were working and everyone got really busy. And while our group didn't fall apart, we were just not playing very much. And so I wanted to play more. I wanted to run more games. And so I started up a meetup group called Denver D&D Newbie Sessions in July of 2019. And it was intended to just be a chance for me to run more consistently, one game per week. I think it was typically on like Wednesdays. I ran it at my former employer. We had this amazing boardroom set up, huge table. People would come down. I'd have character sheets printed off and stuff, and we'd play D&D. And sometimes we were playing till 2 in the morning. It was crazy. It was fun. It was awesome. But then COVID hit and everything changed. Everything shut down. We tried to keep things going in person by playing at the park, kind of in the fresh air. We had masks on and stuff. And it was okay. It was a lot of work lugging everything to a park. Wearing masks the whole session just kind of stunk. But, it was okay. But then what ended up happening was I got laid off from my job. And my whole life kind of got thrown into chaos for a little bit. And I had kind of sometimes opportunities arise even in dark situations like that where all of a sudden I'm really concerned about what do I do here and stuff. And so I decided while I was going to be looking for a job to replace it, I would basically dedicate all my time, full-time hours to D&D Newbie Sessions. And that's when everything went online. Everything became central to the Discord server. We expanded from a single meetup group to 12 meetup groups and kind of moved away from a Denver local area to nationwide. Anyone could join, anywhere in the world. And I worked really hard on it from about August 2020 to like March 2021. And then at that point, I had been hired full-time at a job again. And that's kind of where we are right now. I mean, the community is online. We run games, newbie sessions online. We run our game days. We continue to grow and expand, test out new types of events, special events, all sorts of stuff like that. And that's, kind of the era that we're in right now. So for anyone that is new, that's a little history lesson. But you might be wondering, okay, what is the community all about just in general? First and foremost, we are here to run D&D games. We want to create a space where you can play D&D and learn at the same time. That is the core of what we do here. But equally important to that is that this community is also about positivity. It's about creating a space that is really welcoming and friendly and fun, open to everyone. And that's not number two. That shares the slot with number one. And I want to make sure that that's a really core part of this community as well. Of course, we do other things. We do DM training program. There's a player training program. There's special events and stuff like that, which are all amazing and great. But those are kind of supplemental to these core principles. And I also wanted to share an analogy today. It's not a perfect analogy, but I spend a lot of time just thinking about the community and, what is it really like and how can you think about it? How would I explain it to someone? And, on one end, someone could come into the community and join and think, oh, this is just a server someone set up and it's just a bunch of people that got together and there's not much structure to it or something. Or someone might join and go, okay, there's a lot of structure here. Maybe this is a business. Maybe someone's like running a business through this somehow. And it's really neither. It's somewhere in the middle. And so the way I've been thinking about it recently is that what we're doing here is kind of like a university, and more specifically, the commons or a common area at a university. So to explain, D&D Newbie session is kind of like, there is a structure there. There is kind of like, the university there. There's some leadership. There's a hierarchy to different roles and stuff like that. We do have official events and games and things. But the community itself is really like the common area. It is a place where people can come together and congregate and, with a shared interest, and everyone can go there and hang out. And we might have some people there that are just, they're just hanging out. They're just people watching. Maybe they're hanging out with a couple of friends. Or we might have some people that form a study group. They find some other people that are interested in the same thing, get together around a table and share ideas and talk about what works and what doesn't work and stuff like that. Or we might have people that literally jump up on a table and call out to the whole common area, hey, everybody, for the next hour, I'm super passionate about this subject and I'm just going to share everything I know about it. So if you're interested, come on over and hang out. So again, it's not a perfect analogy, but I think it is a helpful way to sort of think about how our community works, how it's structured. So elaborating a little bit further, how do things actually work here? So first up, we have official events. You could think of that as sort of the university layer. Official events are things that we host formally. They go through a process. They are vetted. We talk to the people that are involved. Those are things like official newbie session games, the seasonal game days, the summer game day we just had recently, the upcoming autumn game day. That could be certain special events where someone streams it on Twitch here and then the recording goes over to YouTube. Things like that are what we consider official events. They're also posted to the upcoming events channel. They are often posted to the meetup, Discord events, things like that. Everything outside of that is what we consider community events. And community events are things that anyone can run. Anyone can decide to post a game in the Post a Game channel or the Looking for Group channels. Anyone can shout out in general chat. I'm going to jump in one of the voice channels and spend the next hour there just talking about whatever topic that I want to talk about, or just office hours. I'm just going to sit in here, and if someone wants to join and ask a question or get help, they can do that. And so I just want to make that really clear that the community is a community. It's open to everyone, and everyone is able to contribute. So if you have anything that you would love to do, you have permission to do it. If you would like it to be a more official event, that's also great. You just need to reach out to myself, one of the moderators or admins, and let us know that you want to do that, and then we can go through the process of vetting it, figuring out like what you're going to do, and we can promote it through all the different channels and stuff like that. If you do a community event, there are just a few basic criteria to hit on, though. Number one is that it's Dungeons and Dragons. It's 5th edition. It's the most recent version. It is also newbie friendly. And lastly, it follows the server rules. Those basic criteria ensure that we have a consistent experience here, and it's also a safe environment, safe game, safe special event for everybody that's going to be involved. I also want to mention to all of the new DMs in the community, if you've joined the community, you're a DM and you haven't run an event yet, a game. Maybe you're just on the fence. You kind of want to do it, but you're not sure. I just wanted to also give a shout out, or like a call it to you. So I highly, highly recommend giving it a shot. I know it can be kind of scary to put yourself out there with strangers. You don't really know who's going to show up. Are they going to be cool? I can tell you from experience running tons of newbie session games that virtually every single player I've ever had has been amazing. They're friendly, they're polite, they're respectful. I've had amazing experiences with all of these strangers in the community, to the point where I'm starting to recognize people who are becoming friends on the server, and the same thing can happen to you by just putting yourself out there, taking that step and saying, you know what, I'm going to do it. And it's extremely rewarding too, to volunteer your time in a way that that people are really excited about. There are so many people out there that would love to play Dungeons and Dragons, but they've never been able to. They haven't been able to find a group or get into a game. And every DM that steps up and has the courage to do that and run a game, you're helping those people. And it is amazing when the game is over and they're thanking you and letting you know, I've been wanting to play for years. I just never had the opportunity. It feels amazing, and it pumps you up too. Oftentimes, I would say every time I run like a newbie session, at the end of the game, I'm like all jazzed up, and then I have to go to bed, and it's kind of hard to go to bed. And then the next day, I'm still all excited because the game was amazing and everyone was so awesome and friendly. So please consider it. And if there's anything holding you back, know that we're here for you. Ask questions. We will help you. And in fact, there's even a channel called DM Mentors. And if you join that channel, you can request help. Someone will respond and help you with whatever hurdles are stopping you from doing it. So yeah, please consider it. Every DM stepping up is a big help. I also wanted to address a few kind of miscellaneous FAQ items that I've seen pop up in the server. Number one, is this community 18 plus, adult only? The answer is complicated. It's yes and no. Yes, in the sense that all of what we do here officially, the official events that we run, are for adults. A big reason behind that is because Meetup, as a platform, and because we promote through it and get players and stuff, their policy is 18 plus, and we need to be in compliance with that. However, because we also have community events, games, and things like that, people between 13 and 17 are welcome to be here. You're welcome to hang out, ask questions, join voice channels, join community events if they allow that age range. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Just know that in general, the community is oriented towards adults. So hopefully that's more clear, because I've seen that pop up a few times in the Discord chat. I've also seen some mentions about different user roles and a little confusion about them. So I just really quickly here, we have, you'll notice people have different colors in Discord. Some of them are like a deep pink. Those are admins like myself. Some of them are green. Those are moderators. Moderators are there to help keep the community safe. They go after bad people, people that post nasty things or try to scam or spam people. That's their role. That's contrasted by some people that you might see in the color blue. Blue people are event organizers. They're the people, they do have some elevated permissions to do things, but their primary goal is to run events and help with that process. And they can also be a great resource because a lot of people that are event organizers also have a lot of experience with the server and like how things work and stuff. You might also see some people that are gold or yellow. Those people are patrons, donors, and partners of the server. So people that have actually contributed typically money towards helping sustain the community. There's also another pink color. Those are server boosters. And then outside of that, then we get into basically the normal users, which can be like a dark orange, orange, white, I think a dark gray, things like that. And then lastly, I've seen just on occasions, people ask about other game systems as well. So in terms of game systems, we are D&D 5th edition focused. When one D&D comes out, we'll transition to that. We want to be kind of like with the most recent version of D&D. Of course, we can do other stuff, but they're just not like the primary focus of the server, and they likely won't be. If you're interested in something else like Pathfinder, there's going to be better servers out there that cater to that interest. For the foreseeable future, we are like a D&D focused community. Okay, next up here, I am going to give shout outs. These are the people in the community that have made this place what it is. They've done amazing work, volunteered their time, and it's a big list, and I'm going to go through it really fast. But we've got a whole bunch of people that I would love to give credit to. So apologies. I think I got everyone. I hope I didn't miss anyone. If I did miss you, I didn't do that intentionally. Just know that. There's just a lot of people to call out. And then also with pronunciation, I'm doing my best. I don't know everyone's alias pronunciation, so I'm kind of guessing here. Hopefully I get it at least close. All right. So first up, I would just like to call out Ducks and Cat. The two of them have just been promoted to admins in the server. They've been around for a long time. I trust them very, very closely. They've been amazing partners here. I trust their decision making, and they're just amazing people. And so, join me in congratulating them for becoming admins of the server and accepting that responsibility and everything. Thank you so much for everything you've done. We also have our moderator team that is keeping the community fun and safe for everyone. Chris, David, Jess, Josh, other Josh, George, Mogram, Soku, Marty, and Josal. Thank you so much for all the help you've done keeping this place safe, like I said. And a special shout out to Marty and Josal for recently accepting the moderator positions and keeping a close eye on things, helping us out. Organizers, mentors, the community wouldn't be anything without these people running games, right? I can't run enough games for everyone, so all of these people have stepped up to help post games, help with the game days, point people in the right direction. I just can't thank them enough for all that. Those people are Air, Apollinaut, Danergil, David, Debrock, Dux, Juice, Meyer, Eris, oh man, this one's tough to say, Evitaitini, Frobaz, G-Money, Goat Thief, Kegan Noyama, Cat, Keith, Leroy, Levon, Local, Luna, Lurker, Maple, M to the K, OKSDM, Rybin, Roar Like Thunder, Ronan, Left Spin, Star, Kirzu, Void Sage, Trillion, Will, and Zipper. Thank you so much. I just can't thank you enough for all the time you've put in volunteering. Other organizers that also need a shout out, Hungry, Rhiannon. The two of them helped a lot with like video game related events and stuff that we did. I actually really miss when we were all playing Valheim together. That was so much fun. Hopefully we can do that again someday in the future. And then we have people that have actually supported the community financially. They've actually given real money, which is just like shocking to me, to help sustain the community. On the patron side, we've got Troy, Chris, Levon, Michael, Homer, Lizzie, Jujumabi, Delaney, Matcha, Sammy, Ryan, Trillian, Kirzu, Mikey, Larry, Samuel, Jeff, Matt, Kristen, Soku, Cithro, Cameron, Pat, Kayla, Steven, and Flowers. Thank you so much. Some of you have, I mean, seriously, the amount of money you've given to help offset expenses is not trivial. It is amazing that you've supported me for so long. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we also have donors who have done like one-off donations. Unfortunately, I'm not able to actually call out everyone here because due to the privacy settings in Buy Me a Coffee, I just have no idea who some people are. But I did my best to try and match up like some emails and things like that. But on that side, we've got Alyssa, Ben, Kelly Daddio, David, Delaney, Kat, Davis, Jeff, Hungry, another Jeff, John, Josh, Kat, Kevin, Levon, Leftspin, Lily, Mac, Mark, Mallory, Michelle, Megan, Pete, Rancery, Redmayne, Robert, Ryan, Samantha, Samuel, Stacy, Tally, Trillian, Valia, V. Pagati, Wodacasa, Zim, Zipper, and Melinda. You are all rock stars. Thank you so much. Every dollar has helped make the community more sustainable, allows me to do stuff like free giveaways and things like that. We also have server boosters like Umbra, Vipera, Jess, Marty, Soku, Sean, and Trillian. Thank you so much for boosting the server. And all of that, that's a great one because it actually benefits everyone across the board with like some additional features and stuff like that. And then on the other end, there's a few other people in the community that aren't necessarily under certain roles, but I wanted to call them out. Conrad, I know you have hosted a bunch of games. You've done DM training events that one time. You had like a whole series. That was amazing. David, who has been hosting tons of in-person games in the Denver meetup group, like a crazy amount. You're amazing. Marty, you have spent an insane amount of time in the voice channel helping people. I don't know how you do it, but like day after day, hour after hour, you are sitting in there helping people. Wow, amazing. And then there's a million other people I could thank as well from the chat, but Mel, Maria the Raven Queen, True Torment, Elongates, Zero Rice, tons more. Thank you so much. I see you in the chat all the time helping people, pointing them in the right direction, answering questions, welcoming to the server, posting hilarious memes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of it, and all of the other different DMs that are out there posting the Post a Game channel. Even some people like Famous Hippopotamus, who I don't think he's in the server anymore, but early on in our growth, he was from Reddit. He had helped us out with the various things, so thank you if you ever see this. And then the Outroll community as well. They've joined us multiple times now to run like some partner events, teaching people cool things in the server. They just one of them just helped out in the summer game day. So thanks for being like a really awesome partner. Apollonaut over at D&D Compendium. OKSDM, I think in the chat from YouTube. I mean, seriously, there's so many people. And you're all amazing, and I love you. Thank you. Okay, so that is our shout out section. Tons of people to cover. But now we're going to move on to what is coming next. So first up, we've got some newbie sessions coming up. I just posted 4 new games. It can take up to about 20 players. I will share that link after the live stream here. I'm going to do an announcements post in Discord. So head over there. I'll have a bunch of like follow-up notes and links. One of them will be the spreadsheet where you can sign up. We also will have the Autumn Game Day coming up soon. I'm excited to announce it's going to be on Saturday, October 29th. So mark your calendars. We'll have a bunch more games that you can join and play in. If you're a DM, consider hosting a game. We'll also have the annual Halloween special and the holiday specials coming up. So if you enjoy those games from previous years, stay tuned. Those will be those will be posted in Meetup and Discord and stuff. So you'll see those popping up soon. We're also going to launch the new Discord forum feature. So you'll see that pop up. The forum is, and you can learn about this more on your own in Discord, but basically it's a forum. It creates a persistent way for us to have conversations in Discord. we can post a topic like one D&D and have a threaded conversation about it without it getting like buried in the chat. So that's a really cool feature, and I think it'll be a great addition to the community. And then, of course, there are tons of little things going on behind the scenes for myself and the admins and the moderators and stuff like that. So just know that we are continually improving and evolving the community to make it a better and better place. Okay, last section here before we switch over to the free giveaway. How can you support the community? Well, first up, and I think easiest, you can just contribute to the community by joining in conversations, answering questions, helping people in a positive and constructive way. That's one of the best ways that you can help the community. You can also follow us on social media, particularly YouTube and Twitch. Those are probably the two most helpful places just because of, doing live streams like this or uploading videos to YouTube. You'll be able to catch them and stuff like that. You can also host a game for the community, like I mentioned. Every DM that steps up, helps run a game is, another group of players that have had a chance to experience D&D and see what it's all about. And then lastly, if you do feel like you can, support us financially, you can donate. You can become a patron on Patreon, or you can do a one-off donation on Buy Me a Coffee. And those funds go towards helping make this community sustainable. Because the truth is, I run this community at a deficit. Every month that this community runs, I incur expenses for things like Meetup and Discord Nitro and tools, virtual tabletop subscriptions and things like that. And I don't mind. Like this is not at all required or anything. I love doing this. I love volunteering my time and making this happen, but it does actually cost real money. So if you can ever, throw a dollar in my direction, know that money goes towards making this place more sustainable, and I appreciate it. Okay, that is all of the topics that I wanted to cover today. Like I said, it's amazing how much we've grown. We've hit this milestone of over 5,000 people in the community. Doesn't seem like it's slowing down, so I have a feeling we're going to be here again, celebrating some more milestones down the road and continuing to grow, evolve, do new types of events, and have a ton of fun together.